Good morning, students. Welcome back to your e-learning classroom. Myself, Vanita, once again here with you with maths class. I think all of you are ready for it, and all of you will show your interest and start your work with great enthusiasm. So, we start the class. Dear students, today I am going to start a new unit, that is Unit 7, and heading of this unit is Time and Calendar. Today we will know about the calculation of time and see the how we see the calendar, how we check the calendar. These two things we will know in this unit. Dear student, this is the picture of clock. You know that clock shows us the time. In this picture, what are you saying? Two, one small hand is there and one longer hand is there. Small hand, it is also called hour hand, and the bigger hand, it is also called the minute hand. The smaller hand, which number it will show, that is the time of the watch. In this way, you can see the time and you will know about the time. Students, as I discussed you that the longer hand of the clock, this tells us about the minutes. If the longer hand moves from 12 to 1, there is a gap and it is divided into 5 equal parts, that is 1 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So from 12 to 1 it takes 5 minutes. Then this hand, when it reaches at 2, it means what? It is of 10 minutes. Then at 3, 15 minutes. Then at 4, 20 minutes. 5, 25 minutes. 6, 30 minutes. At 7, 35 minutes. At 8, 40 minutes. And 9, 45 minutes. 10, 50 minutes. And then again 11, 55 minutes. Then at 12, it means 60 minutes. And it covers one round, and that is of 1 hour. So in this way, you can say that 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. Students, in this picture, you are saying that both the hand are at the 12. So it is 12 o'clock, and again here the longer hand is at 3. So you can say that at from 12 to 1, that is of 5 minutes. 1 to 2, that is again 10 minutes, and 2 to 3, 15 minutes. So here the time is 15 minutes past to 12. It is 12:15. In this way, you can see the time. You can show the time. Against the here, minute hand is moving from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and it is now at 6. So you can say that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, again 20 minutes, 50 minutes, and 30 minutes. It is 12:30, or you can say that it is 12:30. Again, minute hand is moving, that is from 6 to 7. Then it 35 minutes, again 7 to 8, 40 minutes, and it is at 9, it is 45 minutes. So it is 11. Here the hour hand is between 11 and 12, and the time is 11:15, or in other words you can say that there is 15 minutes to 12. It means after 15 minutes the minutes hand will be at 12, and it will be, the time is here 12 o'clock. But in this picture here the minute hand is at 9 and 15 minutes is remaining from 12. So it is, the time is 15 minutes to 12. Students, now we start the class. Here question is given. First, draw the minute and the hour hand of the clock as per given time. Here the time is given. Time is given. That is 5 o'clock. And you have to draw the minute hand and hour hand to show the time. So you will, one long hand and one short hand will be here, and then you point out at the digit and then you will show the time. Again at 9:15, same way you will draw the hand and show the time, 12:30. This is the, you will draw it in your copy and then show the time. Next question, how many minutes does the minute hand take to move from? It means minute hand is passing from 12 to 5. So you know that from 12 to 1 that is 5 minutes, and 1 to 2 10 minutes, 2 to 3 15 minutes, 3 to 4 20 minutes, and 4 to 5 that is 25 minutes. So you can say that 25 minutes. Minute hand will take 25 minutes to cover the distance. Again from 12 to 10, how much time the minute hand will take? So once again you count the minutes of the long hand and you will have to write the answer. In this way you can do it yourself. My dear student, this is the slide of the previous question. Here I have drawn it. It is 5 o'clock. So you are saying long hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 5 and it is 5 o'clock. In this question, it's 9:15. The smaller hand is at 9 and the bigger hand is at 3. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes. So it is 9:15. Again 12:30. So smaller hand is at 12 and the bigger hand is at 6. Now it is 12:30. Next question. You have to find out the minutes. The first one already I have explained. Next 12 to 10. So you count the minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and that is 50 minutes. So your answer is 50 minutes. In this way you can calculate the whole. Students, here the picture of the clock is given and time is also given. You have to write down what's the time here. Here it is, small hand is at 2 and the bigger hand is at 7. When you will calculate the minutes, that is your 35 minutes. So you can write here 2:35. Again in the next, smaller hand is at 4, so it is 4 o'clock, and bigger hand is at 1 and the gap of 5 minutes. So you can say here it is 4:05. Again 12:40. So smaller hand is between 12 and 1 and the bigger hand is 8. It is 12:40. In this way you will do the whole sums. In question number 4, draw the hour and minute hand to show the given time. Here the time is given and you have to draw the smaller hand and the bigger hand to show the time. Next, write as AM or PM. First you understand it. 12 o'clock at night is called midnight and 12 o'clock in the day is called noon or midday. So the time between midnight and noon is called AM. That is before noon. It is AM. And this time is indicated by anti-meridian and it is indicated by AM. And the time between noon and midnight is called post-meridian and in short form it is PM. So 7:30 in the morning it is AM. Again 9:15 in the night is called PM. 1:40 in the afternoon. It is after 12. So it is PM, and 2:25 in the night. It is after 12 night. So it is AM. In this way, you will write the AM and PM. Now, question number 6. Fill in the blanks with AM or PM. I go to play at 4. Definitely it will be PM because early in the morning we don't go to play. So your answer is PM. I go to bed at 10:30. Its answer is PM because at 10:30 AM we don't go to bed, we go to school. So 10:30 PM is the right answer. My grandma goes to temple at 7:30 AM in the morning. My father listens to TV news at 9 dash in the night. Answer is here PM. Next question. How many days are there in a month in which the following important days fall? Only here the important days is given and you have to write the number of days, how much days are in this month. So Republic Day, it falls in January. So in January there are 31 days. Teachers Day, it falls in September. So in September there are 30 days. So the answer is 30 days. Christmas, it falls in December. So in December there are 31 days in December. So the answer is 31 days. Independence Day, it falls in August. So in August there are 31 days. So the answer is 31 days. Children's Day, it falls in November and number of days in November is 30. So the answer is here 30 days. So in this way you can solve the whole sums. Now the last question is fill in the blanks. One day, 24 hours, 1 hour, 60 minutes, 120 minutes are here. 120 minutes means 2 hours, 60 minutes 1 hour, and again you add 60 minutes, that is equal to 120 minutes, and here hours is equal to 2. 120 minutes 2 hours. December has dash days, 31 days. June comes after the month of May, and how many years have 30 days? How many months have 30 days? Answer is 4 months have 30 days. My dear students, this is classwork. Some special classwork is given and you have to do it. In this question is work out the elapsed time between the times on two clocks. Elapsed times means first you have started at 4 and now you have completed your work at 4:30. So you will have to add the both time from 4 to 4:30. How many minutes are there? It means starting time and finishing time, and you have to calculate the time between the starting time and the time of finishing time. So starting time is at 4 and finishing time is 4:30. So here the answer is 30 minutes. Again, in question number 2, you have started your time at 8 o'clock and you have finished your time at 8:15. So how much minutes you have taken to complete the work? That is 15 minutes. Again, in this question, you have started the work at 12:10 and you have finished the work at 12:20. So how much time you have taken to finish the work? That is 10 minutes. In this way, you can do it. Students, in the last slide, there was question and I explained about it. Next, in this slide, this is the answer. So once again, I'm going to explain one or two more questions. Here, you are starting your work at 4 o'clock. And again, you have completing or you have finishing your work at 4:30. So this time between 4 to 4:30 is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes and 30 minutes. So here I have written 30 minutes. In this way, you can do the whole sums. My dear students, here so many clocks are given and you have to write the correct time under each and every clock. Here, first question is given quarter past 1. So the small hand is at 1 and longer hand is at 3. From 12 you are starting, from 12 to 1 5 minutes, 12 to 2 10 minutes and 12 to 3 that is 15 minutes. So it means 1:15, and in another word you can say that it is quarter past 1. Then quarter past. So smaller hand is at 5, so you can say that quarter past 5. Again quarter past. Smaller hand is at 11, so you can say here quarter past 11. In this way, you have to write the correct time underneath each clock. Students, in previous slide, you have written the time in word. Now, in this question, you have to write the time, digital time. It means first one is done here. In previous there was quarter past 1. And how can you write the quarter past 1 into the digital number? So that is written here 1:15. Quarter past 12, that is 12:15. In this way, you will do the whole sums. Students, now it's the time of homework. So many pictures of clock is given here. You will draw it in your copy and then show the time. Whatever time is there in the clock, you have to write the correct time. This is your homework and you will practice it.